Rebecca. Wanted to go live a little early, so we're getting a beautiful sunrise. Jeff Condon, what's up, buddy? Why are we? Yeah, exactly. I am driving to Myrtle Beach from Florida. I am in Georgia. I'm about halfway. I left this morning about 2:15 a.m. because of time. Yeah, exactly. But I wanted to get on here before sunrise. Morning, Jurassic. I'll blow past this truck. So what is happening, everybody? Matt. Good morning, Matt. Sorry, this is the best camera view I could get right now. So I stopped at Buc-ee's in St. Augustine. Got a bacon, egg, cheese burrito, which was phenomenal, and beaver nuggets. They were good too. Yeah, yesterday was tough. I got to see some friends. Got to see Jordan, Epcot Forever yesterday. Got to see Richard, Disney Magic and Mayhem. Hang out with them for a little while before I went back to Steve's, did laundry, packed, loaded the car. I laid down last night on his couch about 9 o'clock, got up about 1:30. I'm sure he's still sound asleep. Just driving along. What was your favorite part of the trip? Seeing Pete and Molly and my brother and my niece. Just getting to spend time with them in Preston was just better than anything. Charlie McCallan, what's up? Good morning. So we're just barreling through Georgia. There's a huge empty building there. It makes no sense. Oh, man. I think this is the Buc-ee's that they're building. Yeah, so they're building a new Buc-ee's at exit 42 in Georgia on I-95. It's not open yet, but they're building it. It's built. I just don't think it's open yet. Kelsey Elizabeth, what's up? I did. I bought Belinda, Dakota, and my oldest daughter Brittany something at Buc-ee's. One thing you don't do is speed through Georgia. There's cops everywhere. Yeah, so we're just driving along. The sun's coming up. And we get some nasty storms at Steve's yesterday afternoon and evening. There was lightning, oh my gosh, all around. So I may do another driving stream on Sunday morning because I will be finishing my trip. I may do one. So I haven't decided yet. Probably do one. Sure you're going to golf somewhere. But the trip's been good so far. Not a lot of traffic. There's getting more traffic now. But I got through Orlando and Jacksonville before rush hour. There was like nobody on the road on I-4 when I came through, so it was nice. It's a long bridge. Adventures. What's up, Mike? Jen? Hope you're well. Yeah, we're gonna pass. Aaron, what's up, buddy? halfway through Georgia. On my way to Myrtle Beach. Spent some time with my aunt and uncle. And I will be home on Sunday. So, some things I didn't talk about while I was down there. I mean, you all know my mom passed away on May 1st. We are having on the 28th, which is not this Saturday, it's next Saturday. We are having a family service where we are going to bury my mom's ashes on top of my dad in his grave. So we're going to do that. And also, we are also going to bury Steve's wife, Angie, with my mom. So we're going to put them both on top of my dad on his gravesite. That was decided. While I was down there. So, and then we're just going to have a small family thing at my sister's house afterwards, after we lay my mom to rest. But it wasn't an easy trip. I will say, when I was alone before I had friends get there, the first night was great. I spent the evening with Magic Adventures, Jenny Mike, and Richard, Disney Magic and Mayhem. My first night in Epcot, had a blast. Was very thankful for them because it was going to be very hard for me. Because I'd always call my mom before I went into the park, and then I'd always call mom after I was done streaming. And it was a little bittersweet because there was no one for me to call. So, yeah, love of my life, don't mention other channels unless I give permission. Resort TV 1's okay. Yeah, that's fine, because I know Josh and Jenna. Just be careful. Yeah, I love Josh and Jenna. I actually got to spend some time with Josh on Thursday night. Yeah, sorry, Saturday night. So I got to spend some time with them, with Josh. Got to catch up with him a little bit. They're such a nice family. Didn't see Jenna this trip though. Did not see Jenna. But, after that first night, no, it's okay. It's okay, love. It's fine. After that first night, it was a little hard because then I was mainly in the parks by myself. Steve was coming over, but not a lot. And I just had a lot of time to think and reflect of good memories of my mom and dad taking us down to the parks. Jeff, have a great day, buddy. There were some nights that, I sat in some of my favorite spots, and thought about all the conversations me and my mom had. And, you know, it got tough. But without my mom, I wouldn't be the man I am today. I wouldn't, you know, have the family I have today, or the friends. I feel very blessed. Oh, I know, there's nothing wrong with it. Thank you, Matt. It was a short visit. It was. Definitely fix that in the future. So, Magic Adventures, you guys be safe driving home today, too. Because we all know how Interstate 95 can be. So, but all in all, had a great trip. Yesterday, I was frustrated the last 2 days because if I end up saying total up because I get copyrighted. I forgot what I was thinking about. Yesterday, it's kind of bittersweet. You know, sat there, I ended my stream the exact spot that I started my first stream when I was down there. And I apologize, everybody, for the last 2 days of streaming. I've researched and I've looked. It had nothing to do with my phone overheating. It had everything to do with Prism not updating their app to be used on Android 16 yet. Morning, so, you know, my phone updated to Android 16 on Sunday night, and my streams Monday and Tuesday were awful. They were terrible. The screen kept going black. I tried to bring it back, and sometimes I lost it, sometimes it came back. But I definitely apologize, and you'll hear this all next week on Coffee Talk. I did email Prism, so waiting to hear back from them. But I'm on the YouTube app now, and that's all I'm going to really be using until that issue gets fixed. But it was a hot one yesterday, and Monday. Monday was really hot. Oh yeah, Auto Train is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I looked at it to come down. Thank you, Coasty. I looked at the Auto Train to come down. It was like $400 something. It was ridiculous. So I did it. I you know, this is what I do for a living. So it's not that tough for me unless, you know, I don't get enough sleep. You know, like I could see me pulling over at a rest stop, and I could lay my head back for like a half hour, and then I'd be okay. It is hard. Grief is hard. drive down and take the train home? Yeah. So I want to throw a big shout out to Park Hopper Choppers. They were fantastic. Met Chris yesterday back at the resort. He met me right over at my car, dropped the scooter off, and away I went back to Steve's. They're so awesome. Got to talk to him for a few minutes, and I can't. There's no way I could have did this without them. I was in the parks 17 of 18 days that I was there. So, the only day I wasn't in the park, as you probably heard this, was the day I volunteered to Give Kids World Village. Every day other than that, I was in a park at some point in time. And I will tell you, with how hot it was, there's no way I could have did it without Park Hopper Choppers. If I would have rented from Disney, it would have been quadruple the price of what I paid for Park Hopper Choppers. So thank you, Andrew. Oh, don't want to do that. Welcome to Chippendale Tier. Thank you. Baby, what's up, baby? So if anybody ever needs a scooter in Central Florida, please call Chris and Mary at Park Hopper Choppers. They are amazing. They will help you out in any way they can. If anything happened, my scooter was great. Didn't have any problems. You were like evil Knievel. Yeah, I'm pretty daring on it. Lisa, Keith, and Joey, good morning. Good morning. I did have a good time. I tell you, one of my highlights, Lisa, was meeting Mindy for the first time. I got to stand there and talk to Mindy for about 15 minutes. Talked about Joey, talked about the show. It was great. It was so great. She could not stop talking about how much she loves Joey. I mean, it was fantastic. So you ever go to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, everybody, and if you see Mindy is in the show, make sure you say hi to her, because she's just amazing. She was so fun to talk to. She's so full of energy. I didn't know, like, she's been with Disney for like 28 years. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It is hump day, isn't it? Hump day. I don't know. I've lost all track of what day of the week is. The only thing I went by is when I was there is what park I had reserved for the day. I didn't know what day of the week it was. I didn't look at any news. I see that Iran and Israel is now at war. There's protests going on over the country. And, yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's crazy. When you're in the Disney bubble, like, life outside the bubble doesn't exist. And it was great to have that time and, that peace. So I did make some good purchases this trip. next week on Coffee Talk, the whole week will be nothing but trip recaps. I'll cover the news too, and who's live. I'll do all that, but I'm also going to cover, a little bit every day on trip recaps and things I did, things I liked, things I didn't like. Steven, what's up? How are you, Steven? How many blankets did you buy, Belinda? None. I did not buy any blankets. I did buy her a bunch of things. None of them were blankets. Only on the basis of they haven't come out with many new blankets. And the one that they had that we didn't have is the Four Parks one. She didn't like that. So the one she did want to have is not out yet. It's the new Starlight Parade blanket. She does want that, so I'm hoping they will sell it on the website. If not, Steve said he'll go to the park and get it. Oh man, you can't sleep. You need help. Never been to Hollywood and Vine. Yes, I was there twice this trip. I've never been there either until this trip. I will tell you, it's not the best breakfast buffet on property. That goes to Garden Grill. But it is up there with Ohana for the best all-around buffet on property. I thought there were more choices than Ohana. And everything in Hollywood and Vine was amazing. From the steak. The steak was the best steak I've ever had in my life. All the other food, Lisa, was amazing. It was great. I loved it. I went there twice. I went once with Pete, Preston, Jordan, Steve, and Savannah, and we had a great time, and the food was fantastic. And then the second time I went with Regina, her son Will, her son's friend Sergio, I think that's how you say it. And then Angela and Meredith. Because Ron and Jeff got up and left. Don't know why, but they both got up and left. So we sat there having a good time. Got to hang out with Angela, Meredith. We had a good time, good talk. But Lisa, I will say that special, it's Monday through Thursday, 40% off in Hollywood Vine. They have extended it through July 31st. So if you want to go there, it's time to go and try it. So, morning, Debbie. Christine G, good morning. There was another question. I'll try to find it. When do you go back to Walt Disney World? November. We'll be back in November. Steve is getting married November 22nd. So instead of going to Christmas this year, we're going to go to Thanksgiving. Still get to see all the parks decorated for Christmas. which I'm not too happy about because, that means we'll be home for Christmas. And it'll be my first Christmas without my mom. So it's going to make it a little bit harder. I did talk to Steve about maybe coming back at Christmas. So going at Thanksgiving and then coming back at Christmas. I did talk to him about that, so we may look into that. Oh, you'll be down too at Thanksgiving? Thunderstorms. Actually, I'm going to tell you something. There were only maybe 3 or 4 nights that we had storms that, kind of bothered everything that, I wanted to do. And it was actually towards the end of my trip. One night last week, me, Pete, and Preston were waiting for Happily Ever After, and a good old storm rolled in, and a lot of rain, and we just scrapped it. They delayed Happily Ever After by an hour, so we just left. The second time was Hollywood. I was going to do Fantasmic, but there were also storms rolling in, and I didn't want to get stuck because I had to use the Skyliner to get back to Pop because of the scooter. So I just got on, I left. And the only other bad storm I remember is last night, yesterday at Steve's. We were getting some pretty bad storms. Not going back until June 2026. Okay, Forrest. That's cool. This will be my 3rd Christmas without my mom. Yeah. I've had many Christmases without my dad. His dad died when I was 11. It's going to be kind of weird. Watch Disney Stream with Doug on my birthday. Oh, well, that's awesome, Forrest. I'm glad, so disappointed when they canceled it. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe that? That is, and that's my luck, everybody. That show just does not like me. It doesn't. It does not like me at all. There's the sun. That show does not like me at all. Every time I go to stream it, something happens. I did find out, though, it was the fountains. Mickey did not get hurt, so that's a good thing. It was the fountains. They couldn't get 2 of the 3 fountains to work. So once that happens, it throws off the whole show, and they'll just end it. One time, what? Cosmic Rewind. Yeah, yep. Morning, Jacob. Thanks for being here, guys. Keep me company. I'm gonna drive. I think I only got like 30 miles left. Oh, we're going over the Jericho River. Wow, look at some of those houses. Holy cow. So, I saw TikTok once, and you're going to think this is funny, biblical scholars and scientists who are now saying that the Garden of Eden and where Noah's Ark was built was in Florida and Georgia. And then all the continents were together, and during the Great Flood, that's when they split apart. And the reasoning is that Georgia is the only place in the world that you can find gopher wood. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. Road trip with Doug. Yep. I'll break my screen. Man, that sun came up and it's like, holy cow. So I don't know how true that is, you know. I thought it was funny. Haven't hit any bad traffic yet. That's a good thing. I have had a lot of road construction because down here they do the road construction at night. You know, unlike Pennsylvania, that'll block off all the lanes during the day. But yeah, there was some road construction. But other than that, it's all right. Good morning, Melinda. Talked to Melinda this morning before she went to work. Coasty, have a great day. Thank you. I will. I'm over halfway. So I should pull into my aunt and uncle's. If all goes well, between 10 and 10:30. It also depends on traffic. Let me go on. Good morning. Christina, I think I said good morning to you already. One thing I do want to talk about, everybody, is last night, Pete and Jen Maramali did an amazing interview. Disney Dialogues, they had on former Imagineer Bob Weiss. This man has worked and designed things in every Disney park around the world. So he is a legend. His name is sketched on a window above Hollywood and Vine, which is pretty cool because me and Pete were looking at it. Couldn't believe that he was going to be interviewed. Pete couldn't believe it either. You know, it was amazing. So if you missed that last night, please go back and watch it. Morning, Ryan. Welcome in. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Ryan. Yeah. But yeah, check out Debbie. If you could grab that link for me of Pete's stream last night, Pete and Jen's stream, put that on there. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. Steelers QB. I am not happy about Aaron Rodgers. Not happy at all. Yeah. Why did we draft that kid, that quarterback? Yeah, I don't know. It's so stupid. got to hang out with Steve and Savannah last night. My Alyssa's surgery went very well. She was already up last night, walking around. She ate solid food. So she's going to be able to come home today. That sun coming in. But my Alyssa's surgery went very well. She should come home today. She has to wear a neck brace for 6 weeks. Oh my goodness, those things are so uncomfortable. So, this guy is flying. Look out. You had to slow up because the white car moved over. But thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, they said. And then I think she'll start rehab. So later today, folks, Scallywag Steve will not be Scallywag Steve anymore. He will be known as Nurse Steve. So he will be taking on the role of the nurse, taking care of my Alyssa, and yeah, that'll be interesting. Who knows, maybe that'll lead to their first fight. Because I told them they can't have their first fight, or they have to have their first fight before they get married. Thank you, Forrest. Ooh, that sun. Right in the face. Coming to Savannah, Georgia. Too bad she couldn't get rid of the other thing. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding there. Yeah, it's a cool sunrise. That's why I wanted to do it what time I wanted to do it. Because if it was going to be a beautiful sunrise, I wanted to have it on stream. So yeah, next week, coffee talk all week. I'll be doing a road stream Sunday morning before all the friends go live at the parks. So check out Pete McDevitt's show from last night. Him and Naira Molly. Have a great day, Lisa. Thanks for being here. Ryan, you don't have to keep putting the same thing in the chat. We get it. Next time you do it, it will be deleted. I was watching from Honest Sky Sunday. Oh, okay, cool. Now we're starting to get some traffic. Because we're on the outskirts of Savannah, so everybody's going to work. Joey a hug for me. Give Keith a noogie for me. I think we stopped at that Waffle House once at that exit. It wasn't very good. But yeah, it's not going to be a long stream this morning. So I just wanted to get on here, say good morning, show the sunrise, talk to you guys a little bit. We're almost in South Carolina. I think I am going to have to stop at the rest stop and pee. Or better yet, I'm probably going to stop and get gas actually. Michael, welcome in, Michael. Aaron, yes, I agree with that. Me too. Me too. One thing I do hate is having bug guts all over my windshield. Can't stand it. So when I do get gas, I'll be scrubbing my windshield. Morning, Aaron. Yeah. So that's about all that's going on today. You know, I'll get to my aunt and uncle's. I'll probably lay down for a little while. Yeah, exactly. You know, and then you buy like I bought the bug remover, Rain-X. You know, it helps, but it doesn't remove it. So, but yeah, when I get to my aunt and uncle's, I'll lay down and sleep for a little while, and then get up, hang with them the rest of the day in the pool, have a good dinner with them. Tomorrow, I'm going to go visit the Curtis family, and spend the day with them. It's going to be fun. More construction. Yes, heading to Myrtle Beach. And I'm almost out of coffee. I have 165 miles left on this tank. You know, I'll get it, you know, before, like, when it gets around 100 miles, it says. I don't like to run it too low. Plus, once you know you get into South Carolina, you don't know how far it is for gas stations. Oh, jeez. That was a big one. So I got 148 miles till I get off of 95. So what is that, 2 hours? Favorite Disney hotel, Doug? The Polynesian. The Polynesian, the rooms are great. The location is fantastic. So yeah, the Polynesian. I will tell you though, I don't know if I'll ever stay in a Skyliner resort again. Very disappointed in the Skyliner. The one night it took me an hour to get back on the Skyliner. And that's not even counting waiting in line. You know, it took almost 40 minutes to get from Epcot to the hub, which is over at the Caribbean Beach Club. And then another 20 minutes to get from there to Pop Century. So I don't know if I'll ever... Thank you. I don't know if I'll ever stay at a Skyliner resort again. Reason being is the way that they have to do the handicap scooters, and you can sit there waiting for 5 minutes or 20 minutes. You know, it all depends how many people are in front of you. So, I didn't appreciate that. Actually, I didn't have problems in the morning, Kels. I left and went over to Magic Kingdom yesterday, or not, Epcot yesterday, and I'm telling you, it only took me 20 minutes. From Pop Century to Epcot, it took 20 minutes. Nighttime is a disaster. It was ridiculous. Oh yeah, my table's always the worst. But that's why I waited the one night, Friday night, Kelsey. I waited and didn't get on the Skyliner until after like 10 o'clock. I waited like 40 minutes after the fireworks. And it still took me an hour to get back. So... everybody, well, I'm going to call it. I want to wish everybody a happy hump day. You know, have fun, spend time with friends. A lot of good streams today. Pete's live tonight for for another dialogues, him and Moana and Molly. So go check them out. Abby, if you want to drop Pete's link. Also check out my other partner channels, Pete McDevitt Show, Tina Marie's Place, and Parts with Pridgens. All great channels. So make sure you check them out. Check out all the friends that are live today. And yeah, have some fun. So with that, everybody, have a great day, and remember, go out and do something kind for somebody.